my dear students, I hope you all are fit and fine. So let's proceed with the next topic of our chapter number 1. Chapter name is matter and its composition, and today's topic is law of conservation of mass. This law states that matter can neither be created nor be destroyed. It can be converted from one form to the another form. Okay, for example, these are the reactants A and B, and after reaction they will give product this like AB. So here the mass of the reactants, like the mass of the A and B, is equal to the mass of the product, that is AB. So the above law means that when a chemical reaction takes place, there is no loss or gain of atoms, only the rearrangement of the atoms takes place. So the number of atoms in the both sides of the arrow are same, means if there are only one reactant, like A is a reactant, in the product also there is one A present, and if one B is present in the reactant side, then one B is present in the product side. So let us see the example in which we can calculate the mass of the reactant and the mass of the product. Then we will compare both the masses. Now firstly, here the two molecules of hydrogen, so 2 is written outside the bracket, and how many hydrogens are present? 2. So 2 into then mass of the hydrogen. Hydrogen mass is 1. So write down 1, then plus 2 into mass of the oxygen, it is 16. Then in the next side 2 is written, then number of hydrogen 2, mass of the hydrogen is 1, then plus mass of the oxygen is 16. Okay, now calculate it. 2 into 1 is 2, plus 2 into 16 is 32, 2 as it is, 2 into 1 is 2 plus 16, 2 to the 4 plus 32, 2 plus 16 is 18, it will become 36, and it also become 36. Now look at here, here is the mass of the reactant and here is the mass of the product. This is the mass of the reactant and this is the mass of the product. So the mass will remain same. So we can say that the equations are based on the law of conservation of mass, means mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. Now look at the another example. In this case, there are the 4 iron atoms are present. So we can write here 4 into the mass of the iron. Mass of the iron is 56. Then plus number of molecules of oxygen 3. Start bracket now. Now the number of atoms of oxygen are 2. So 2 multiply with mass of the oxygen, that is 16. Then in the product side 2 is written because the number of molecules, then number of atoms of iron 2, mass of the iron is 56, then plus number of atoms of oxygen 3 into mass of the oxygen, that is 16. Now multiply 4 with 56, then it will come 224 plus 3. 2 into 16 is 32. Then in the product side 2 as it is, 2 into 56 is 112 plus 3 into 16 is 48, 224 as it is, plus 3 into 32 is 96 plus 2, 112 plus 48 is 160. Then 224 plus 96 is 320. 2 into 160 is also 320. So this is the mass of the reactants and this is the mass of the product. So hence in this case also the mass of the reactant and the mass of the product will remain same. So this is also based on the law of conservation of mass. So all the chemical reactions are based on the law of conservation of mass. Now look at the another example, that is calcium carbonate on heating decomposes to form calcium oxide and carbon dioxide. Then it is found that if 100 gram of calcium carbonate is heated, it gives 56 gram of calcium oxide and 44 gram of carbon dioxide. Now firstly we have to write the word equation and the chemical equation of this reaction. It is given that calcium carbonate on heating give calcium oxide plus carbon dioxide. Write down its chemical equation also. CaCO3 is calcium carbonate. Calcium oxide means CaO. Carbon dioxide is CO2. So this is the word equation and this is the chemical equation. So now write down the masses of reactant as well as the product. Here the mass of the calcium carbonate is 100 gram and the mass of the calcium oxide is 56 gram plus mass of the carbon dioxide is 44 gram. 100 gram. Now add the mass of the calcium oxide and the carbon dioxide, it is 100 gram. Now it is also clear in this reaction that mass of the reactant is same as that of the mass of the product. So this also based on the law of conservation of mass. So now look at the experiment to verify the law of conservation of mass. So for this, take a conical flask and add some distilled water in the conical flask. Now take barium chloride and add in the flask so that it will form the barium chloride solution. Now take a test tube and in this test tube take a distilled water and add some sodium sulfate in it and this will make the sodium sulfate solution. Now suspend the test tube with the help of the thread in the flask that is fitted with the help of the cork. Now weigh the full apparatus. In this the reactants that are present are barium chloride and sodium sulfate. Its weight will become 140 gram. Now tilt the flask so that barium chloride and sodium sulfate mix with each other and they will form the white precipitates of barium sulfate and sodium chloride solution and this weight will become 140 gram. Now compare the weight of the reactant and the weight of the product, then it will be same. So it indicates the law of conservation of mass.